Today I'm setting sail from the largest natural harbour in Europe and heading to the largest of the Channel Islands, Jersey, for a little bikepacking adventure around the coastline before heading on into France. I will be starting my little adventure around Jersey beside the Elizabeth Marina at Richard Perry's Freedom Tree, which was unveiled by Queen Elizabeth II on the 60th anniversary of the Liberation. The striking bronze sculpture stands 20 feet tall and carries 30 oak leaves and 12 acorns, one for each of the parishes of Jersey. Well, hello, it's been a while, and today we're somewhere different, somewhere new, somewhere I've never been before. We're going to have a little ride around the island of Jersey. It's not very long, it's not a very big island, it's only around 50 miles this loop that I've done, sort of following the coastline and just weaving my way around. So we're going to have a little overnighter before heading into France. But yeah, let's go and explore this little island of Jersey. It is really cold and it's just started to rain, of course. Josh gets back on the bike, the rain clouds come out. After a little bit of pedalling along the coastline, I would be heading onto a good old disused railway line. I do love an old railway line to cycle on, and this one I would follow until I would reach Jersey's southwestern corner and Corbière Lighthouse. The tide was in, so it wasn't possible to get over to it today, but the rugged coastline certainly did not disappoint. Fish. Very, very fishy around here. Luckily, right now, it's not raining. It was just a quick shower earlier, so that's good. It is still January, just at the end of January now. And it is still cold, and it is still winter, and it is still getting dark at like 5 o'clock. Now, I've never been to Jersey, so I have no idea what it's going to be like to camp. I've got my tent and everything, but I'm not like confident that I'm actually going to find anywhere decent to camp. There's quite a lot of them old, I think they're called like pillboxes, like from the war. I might have to just shelter either around one of them or in one of them if I'm lucky. They've all been locked shut at the moment. I'm not sure. I'm kind of in between two storms at the moment. So yesterday it was really stormy. Today is like the calm before the storm. Tomorrow, I don't know how bad it will be. This side of the island, it's all coming kind of above me and across, but from sometime in the night it's going to get really windy, possibly a good chance of rain as well. But it's beautiful around here, and because it's winter, it's really, really quiet. To be fair, I've never been in the summer, so maybe it's always quiet. Alright, got a bit of a climb, and then it's about 3:30, so a couple of hours. Got to kind of keep an eye out for somewhere to camp. I'm not confident though, so we'll see what happens. After a little bit of climbing up the steep coastal roads, keeping an eye out for somewhere to camp before it got dark. Before I could find anywhere though, I would come across Grosvenor Castle. Grosvenor Castle is a ruined 14th century castle situated in Grosvenor in the northwest corner of the island. This guy, whose name I won't butcher, held it against the French when they took half of Jersey between 1461 and 1467, but it has been in ruin since the mid-16th century. As impressive as the cliff top views were, I needed to get on and find somewhere to sleep tonight. And while searching, I would come across something quite unique: 2 giant puffin sculptures. These sculptures were put on display to mark the arrival of the puffins, which highlights the plight of these wonderful birds and Jersey's key role in protecting the puffins and other seabirds. That sky behind me is absolutely beautiful. And of course it does mean the sun is setting and it's not looking good finding any camp spots really. But I'll take that. That is the nicest sky I've seen in quite a while. Beautiful. Really need to find somewhere to camp there. Then you really got about 25 miles left, so I'm about halfway. Nice start though, nice start. Nice and easy. Oh, well, I haven't found anywhere to camp. It's nice and cold. I kind of expected that it was going to be really hard to find anywhere to camp, especially along the coastlines, and it's turned out to be true because, yeah, I haven't found anywhere. I'm at a place called Gorey. I think it's called Gorey. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced, but that's how it's spelled. And, yeah, I found this little shelter. It's one of them ones that's along the seafront and it has benches in each side, so the weather, whichever way the wind comes, I can find shelter. It also has a roof, so I think what I'm going to do is just sort of like sit here all night and just sort of doze off every now and again. If it's quiet, it's still quite early, it's only like 8 o'clock, but as the night goes on it gets a bit quieter. I'll try and lay down on the bench a bit and get a few hours sleep if possible. Now, after this little adventure around Jersey, I was meant to be going to France. Now, because of all these incoming storms, the ferry to France, they've like all been cancelled until the next one isn't until like Friday. It's only Saturday now, so it looks like I might have to like stay in Jersey for like a week. I'm not sure. I was thinking about getting a hotel tonight, but if I've got to stay here for 5 nights, I'm just gonna doss it out for one night, because hotels are expensive. That's a pain. But I'll figure that out tomorrow. I was planning to stay till Monday, but I might be staying till Friday. But I'll see. But I'm gonna have some pork pies, and this is my bed for tonight. At least I've got the sound of the sea. It's not raining, but it is meant to get very windy from about 11 o'clock tonight, so hopefully it won't be hitting me and I'll be sheltered. As always, I see bright and early in the morning. I've only got like 10 or 15 miles left to go, I think. Nice, easy, small adventure. Beautiful sky again this morning. Good morning. As you can probably tell, it's quite windy. My shelter though was a perfect, oh let me get in my shelter. It's so windy. So it's currently about 6 degrees, but it says, my weather app says it feels like -6, -7, something like that, because of that wind chill. It is pretty cold, but it does look like, at least for the start of this morning, I'm going to have a bit of a tailwind, which is good. I slept really well on this bench. I started over that side, then I moved over there, and then I'm over the other side again now, because yeah, once it got to about midnight, the wind rolled in, and it was pretty mad. I'm just waiting for the sun to rise, and it's looking really good, so I'm going to enjoy that before setting off into this bitterly cold wind. But it was a good night. It's just very windy. But look at that sunrise. That is looking good. Jersey had showed me an incredible sunset, and now a mind-blowing sunrise. The sky looked like it was on fire this morning, and after a long night on a bench, it was well worth it to be waking up to this sunrise. Well, the sky was absolutely epic, but the sun didn't really rise anywhere. I think it was behind the pier. But yeah, the sky was good, but the sun, I still can't see it. So it must have hidden behind a cloud. Right, it's 8 o'clock, it's time to get on. I haven't got very far to go, but the wind is cold. Let's go. Definitely not a tailwind right now. Oh my god. I am getting battered. I didn't have too many miles to do this morning, but it would be a battle into this freezing cold wind. But I would make it around the island just an hour or so after leaving this morning. However, because of the storms, I was now going to have to wait until the ferry would be back up and running. So I hunkered down in a hotel room for 5 nights. But a few days later, my ferry was once again cancelled due to strikes. So another 2 days, I would have to wait until I was finally able to get a ferry onwards to France. I was finally free.